record now moves to 2-9-1 on the year. That's obviously not where you want to be. Is that record on par with what you have for talent on your roster? Is that what this team is? When you look at your team, is this a 2-9-1 team, or is it a team that's underachieving?
Yeah, I mean, good question. No, I don't think when you look at the roster when it's healthy, it's a 2-9-1 team, for sure. So we're finally getting healthy. So I think it'll be important to kind of judge now the record based on our health. We got Dylan Barrera, one of our best players, who's finally back. Brandon By's getting close to being back. DeJuan Jones is our number one left back. He's been out for 2 months. Obviously we've had to change goalkeepers. That's not ideal. We've had to change center backs. That's not ideal. No, 2-9-1. No, this roster now moving forward. And I do think we've had, it's people don't want to hear it. We've had some bad luck, 2 red cards. So those 2 games, very difficult to win a game where you're down a man. It's not like you put a guy in the penalty box for 2 minutes. You're down a man the entire game. We've had 5 penalty kicks. In our sport, very low scoring sport. A penalty kick it's a huge moment. We've had 5 of those against us and 2 red cards, and we've had no red cards for us and no penalties for us. So, we're not getting, much luck, but I do believe you make your own luck, and we're gonna make our own luck moving forward. We have an opportunity to make this right, and this team's united. We're together. They're fighting, and they are growing. It's just the last game's tough because we give up a red card 13 minutes in. There's not very many teams in the world ever that have won a game playing 78 minutes down a man.
No, you talk about being together, and I want to go back real quick here to Saturday. There was some news over the weekend, your press conference, regarding there was a question by the Blazing Musket, a fantastic name, by the way, for an organization or a paper, or asking about Dave Romney and playing. What problem did you have with the question and the way it was posed to you?
I answered it, right? So, people can ask me whatever they want to ask. I thought it was a weird question at the time. We had just played a game 78 minutes down a man. So how you evaluating and talking about who should be in or not in after a game like that. So I answered the question. Sometimes I may not like the question. I may not think it's really at the right time for the question, or it's a weird question. But I answered it.
Can I ask you more broadly, are there any lineup changes that you have considered? I know you're talking about getting healthy and getting guys back that are now available to you, but other than that, have you thought or strategized with your coaches about the possibility of any other lineup changes?
I mean, we've made lineup changes all season long. We've made every player on this roster has been given an opportunity to play. David Romney started the first 6 games of the year, and we didn't win. So I've given everybody an opportunity to play. People might forget that because they don't remember the last game even, or 3 games ago or 4 games ago. Everybody on this roster has been given a chance to play. What I need to do now is not rotate my team every single game, and I need to keep a steady hand, and I need to keep continuity, and I believe firmly that we're playing the right lineup right now. And again, part of why I was bothered is how are you evaluating anything after we're down a man for 78 minutes? Okay, you can't. So you might seem like, we lost 3-0 again, and our defending wasn't good, or our goalkeeper wasn't good. It's not the case. What's the case is we're down a man for 78 minutes, and the guys actually fought really hard. The 2 center backs actually played really well under the circumstances of the day. Our goalkeeper made 7 saves. It's just an impossible task, So, I know it's common for people to want the people that aren't in to be in, but they forget that those people were in and have been given those opportunities to play this year.
How is sort of managing morale at this point? We always talk when teams aren't winning the way they'd like to be. You've got to worry about the room and the group. What's the state of the morale of the team right now?
The morale's good. Again, this isn't my first rodeo. I've been in this league 10 years. I've had many ups and downs in seasons, and I've had a lot of different locker rooms, and this is one of the best locker rooms I've had in 10 years. Doesn't mean that guys aren't going to be, unhappy when you lose or frustrated at times, but there's no issues that are abnormal happening in our team right now. Zero, absolutely zero. We have a great relationship. We have a great rapport. The guys are together. The chemistry's good. But you do, to some extent, want guys to be, a little bit ticked off when you're losing. If that you were in an NFL locker room, right? So you understand what that's like. If guys are not to some extent unhappy, something's wrong. It'd be the opposite, actually.
Yeah, accepting defeat.
If people are reporting, the New England Revolution locker room is great right now, that would be something that'd be a problem, actually, right now. So I think I find it comical.
Well, it sounds
some of the things.
Yeah, it sounds like Carlos Heel is upset right now and has maybe been upset behind the scenes with players, coaches, etc. Is that true?
No. He's upset that we lost the game. He's upset we're losing. Unhappy with the coaches? No, not at all. No, not at all. Unhappy with the losing? Yes.
There was a report over the weekend as well that there was an argument between some key players and the coaching staff. What's that relationship like kind of across the board?
Completely false. Complete lie. That's why you can't read everything you hear. I mean, these days it's kind of a sad state in our country. You can just literally say whatever you want to say, and people take it as gospel. It's a complete lie.
So looking ahead to Saturday, home match, New York City FC. You mentioned Dylan Barrero being available. What can we look for in this weekend's match?
Yeah, you're going to see what we would have shown last match if we were 11-11. We're making progress. The team is improving. Again, we're united. The team's fighting, and we're playing a really good team. So it won't be easy. They've won 6 out of the last 7 games. They're one of the most talented teams in the league. They have one of the biggest budgets in the league. They've spent a ton of money on their roster. So we have to play well. But we're gonna make this right. And we have the opportunity to show that. Obviously, we can say it, but we got to prove it. We got to show it.
All right, Caleb. Appreciate the time as always. Good luck this weekend.
All right, guys. Take care.
All right.
Yep, we'll see you.
Good luck.
Caleb Porter, Revs head coach. 2-9-1. It's not where you want to be.
So some fake news out there, huh?
Yeah, I'm glad he shut it down.
Yeah. He took the question.
There will be people that believe him and people that don't.
Right. You're going to believe what you want to believe. But interesting comment there with the money.
He was adamant, though.
Yeah.
I'll give him that.
You can tell he's a little
That was an adamant denial of any of those things that were out there. If you like that clip, check out more videos from Zolak and Bertrand here. And for all the latest from the Sports Hub, download the app at 985thesportshub.com.